Alright everybody, welcome to my first ever VOD review. Today I'll be playing Diana versus Zed. In this VOD review we'll be going over a few details about how to play the matchup, how to play Diana in general, things to look out for, and things that can help you carry in your games. So today we'll be up against a Zed. So normally a Zed is a very safe laner. You can't really target him as much, you need to sort of manage the wave state properly where you can get the wave into a frozen position, then you can start to abuse him. Other than that, it's pretty hard to abuse a Zed. He can sort of wave clear out of any bad situation, so you want to be very cautious of that going forward. He's not a champion that you can bully as easily if he's playing correctly. Looking at our team comps, they have 380 and we have a Rammus, so that's a pretty good thing. We have a lot of disengage and a lot of peel with Kale and Janna in team fights, so we want to be playing around that. Another thing to notice is Kindred directly counters Diana ult, so how we want to play out team fights when we get there is have them engage with Rakan and Cho frontline, have us disengage with Kale and Janna, and then we go in after a lot of stuff have been used. This is not a game where you want to run in head first. You don't want to be the primary engage here. Even though we don't have as much engage, you don't want to be the primary engage here because of how much peel they have. You want to sort of wait out the fight, sort of sit on your combo for a bit, and then go in after everything has played out properly. So going into the matchup, Zed versus Diana. Diana is strong and she has a lot of damage, but you want to be mindful of Zed being able to just coast through the lane. This is why frozen wave state is very important versus Zed, and it's just good for Diana in general. So you want to always try to freeze the wave. Notice I'm not attacking anything, I'm not doing anything to the wave, I'm just letting him attack, just trying to last hit as many minions as I can with Q and focus on freezing the wave. I just want the wave on my side. Don't want to do anything for now. Just he gets 3, I get 2, that's fine. Try to go in for an auto there, it doesn't work, but you can see now that I have 2 casters, it's pushing into me, which is what I want. Here you have to be mindful of casting Q like that because you don't want to hit too many minions, so I try to hit as less minions as I possibly can in trades like this, so because I don't want to push the wave too far. I got level 2, just pop in for a quick electrocute proc, dodge the Q. Usually Diana's wait until level 3, but I feel like if you have level 2 like that, if you get level 2 like this, you can just go in, you don't have to wait for level 3. It's just a good trade, right? So, and you're getting him low, which is also a good thing, burning through his pots. He's actually not burning pots, which actually comes back to screw him later on. If you drop below a certain point, like drop 300 damage, you just want to pop your pot up just so you can stay topped up. I'm just farming here. Now I have the wave in a nice frozen spot, this is what I want. Q again, pop in for a trade. Try to dodge the Q, but I couldn't. But you see how I'm playing this matchup. It's freeze the wave first and then go in for trades. You can use that little trick to dodge Zed Qs. You can, once he gets QC, I'm going to walk in a straight line, and then as soon as I see it coming, I walk opposite. I don't dodge both of them, but I dodge one of them. You can use this trick to dodge Zed Qs a lot because they'll throw in that direction. So you just walk one way and then switch up the other way, and it'll confuse him, and you can dodge abilities like that. I get to level 3, I go in, full all in. So auto sort of bugs out here. I just go in here, and this auto sort of cancels itself, or else this would have been a kill. See how I play this lane state. I get level 3 here, and I wait. I want him to hit this cannon. So I'm just sitting here waiting. He's gonna walk up to this cannon, hit a Q. Notice how I don't push the wave either. I sort of wait until he gets close, and once he's close, I snake my Q to the point where I can hit him without hitting as much minions. This is a trick that you want to always use. You don't want to push the wave with Q, especially when you're trying to freeze. Go in, I just drop everything on him because I know at level 3 I'm very strong. Lots of damage, and if that auto hasn't bugged out or something, or if he hadn't walked out of range, I think he's running Nimbus speed or something. Gives him additional movement speed when he uses flash or something, but get the wave out. He's still staying, which is funny, but I'm just trying to push out the wave. I get ganked by Kindred, so I just walk up to my jungler. You just want to make a straight V-line to your jungler. In that case, they're not gonna follow further because they think Thomas is right behind me when he's actually not, which is a good way to freak out any ganks. You just play to the side of the jungler basically, and in their map awareness is really important. if you're gonna play like that. So we know that right now we're both chunked out, but we see Kindred Marcus spawning on Scuttle, and we're gonna have a contest here. So I'm trying to push this wave out as fast as I can because I have the level lead, and trying to help Kindred as fast as possible. So here I'm queuing, and I just run straight there because I don't even have time to push out the wave. I go in here. I consider flash E-ing him, but he might have flash and he's just gonna get away from me. And I know Zed doesn't have flash, so I just played patiently for now. I pretend like I don't see Zed and I'm walking straight towards Kindred, and Zed uses his combo on me. But then I just turn in on Zed because I was looking at him the entire time. He doesn't have flash, remember, so this is just a free pickup. So that was the way I was pathing here. I was pathing straight to Kindred, but I was looking at Zed the entire time, and I know he would have thought I was looking at Kindred and I didn't see him, but I was looking at him the entire time. So when he uses his combo, I immediately turn on him. I wouldn't have been able to do this if I was looking at Kindred the entire time. In fact, I was looking at Zed, go in, block my shield, get full value, and just one shot. And his ignite doesn't do anything, he just wastes ignite. So I come back to lane. Now I have to push this wave out. Rammus is fighting over there, I can't help him. I considered freezing this wave for a second, but then Diana's pretty good at pushing the wave and I had enough mana, so I decided to opt for a push. I can't help. In this situation, guys, you have to be very careful not to help your jungler. I get the kill here and I burned a lot, and the wave is pushing into me. At this point, the play is over. If he's gonna go fight them, invade them or whatever, I can't really help them. I pinged here to notify that Cho'Gath might be here, and of course he is. In this situation, guys, you don't want to really help your jungler. You help them as much as you can, but then you have to get back to your wave and like keep your wave state neutral, right? So you can't really help them. So be careful about helping people when you don't need to necessarily, because there's only so much you can help them before it's actually detrimental to you. So you want to keep that in mind as you play. Get a 1100 gold back here, which is very, very, very nice. I go and get a Sorc Shoe straight up. I prefer Sorc Shoes in moments like this. You can also go Dark Seal pots into Amp Tomes if you'd like. I do end up going Dark Seal potions later on, but since I'm backing on 1100, it's a very, very nice power spike to get 18 MP pen very, very quickly, so I just opted for that instead. Going back into lane, they're doing bot Scuttle, taking off a Kindred Mark, so I try to freeze the wave here as much as I can, go in again, and now you see the MP damage. Janna's flanking around the side, so this is very nice. So I just chunk him out for free, and I have the wave in a terrific spot going forward. So I just sit here, just farm up as much as I can, and I'm just chilling for now. There's nothing to do anything. Everyone's playing around mid lane, so I just want to wait and see what happens. And the highest priority, guys, is keeping my wave frozen. Go in here, Rammus comes in for a gank. He just used W, so he doesn't have that. I walk forward because I think we can kill him, and we'll get it. Dodge his Cho'Gath Q and walk out. Here, Kindred's topside. I know Kindred's topside, so I'm kind of wary about pushing this wave out. I want to ideally get this wave out, or I can freeze this, honestly. And I'm wary of Kindred coming in from here after taking her stuff and just killing me. So I'm very, very careful. But then I see Kindred ganking Rammus, so I'm like, okay, I can push this wave out, and I have 6. I opted for, I was thinking of one more wave, but I know Zed is going to come back up soon, and if I stayed with this low HP, he might just all-in me here, and I didn't want to take the risk. I don't want to blow ults in this game state, so I opted, like, if he's going to freeze, it's fine, whatever, I'm just going to take it back, get Dark Seal and pots, and then not come back to lane. Dark Seal, you can take it. I didn't take it on last back because I had 1100, so it's perfect for Sorc Shoes, because I want the magic penetration, but Dark Seal, pots is what I usually go for. You can get it on 550, so it's like 3 waves. If you crash 3 waves back and get a quick Dark Seal, it's very, very slot efficient. You want to always get Dark Seal whenever you can, because the amounts of AP and especially HP it gives for just 350 gold is just very good, extremely good in the early game. So you always want to get a Dark Seal, especially when you're playing Assassin Diana. Even when you're not playing Assassin Diana, you still want to get it just because of slot efficiency, and you don't worry about like completing your item sooner or whatever. It'll pay itself back, provided you're freezing properly and knowing how to use your early advantage. Going for a quick chunk here. This will help bot lane, especially because if Rakan is low HP, he can't all in as much since he's going to be chucked. I wait for them to like leave before I ward again and take off their ward. Coming into lane here, I am extremely strong compared to Zed, so I'm trying to use my advantage. Again, freezing and then trying to all-in. That's the game plan, guys. Especially when you're ahead, you need to snowball your lead with Ignite. If you're going to run Ignite, you need to snowball your lead in order to get ahead. Again, using that trick I mentioned earlier, just walking one way and then back out the other. He doesn't have W anymore, so I just all-in him here, and he can't do much. He just used W, he still doesn't have Flash, it's an easy kill. And that's... So against Zed especially, and against anybody with mobility, once they use their mobility spell to engage and they don't have Flash, you know they don't have Flash because you burned it. I mean, this is just free, right? You're just so far ahead. Yeah, Sork Shoes coming in clutch, and you just get a free kill. The only thing I could have done differently here is pots before I went in, just so I can have that ticking as I'm taking damage. That's the only thing I could have done differently here. But other than that, pretty much played perfectly. So push out the wave, want to help them. So I use my tempo here. I know Zed is going to come back. I want to use this tempo to get Dragon. You know, we have mid pressure, so I want to parlay that. Diana is very good at taking objectives, so you want to use that as much as you can. Whenever you have tempo, you want to be using that to make any plays possible, or just set up vision. Do something with it, because when tempo is basically when you can move first, so you push out the wave and you can go do something. It's your turn basically, so you want to use your turn to do something useful, like just getting Dragon here. Notice that I'm not fighting this, I'm just coming back to my wave, just farming this. I don't want to take a fight without my ultimate. I already made my turn, quote unquote turn. I just want to back out, make sure I'm backing on a cannon so I get a good reset. I can come back to the wave and get most of it. So right now we're in a pretty good spot. Looking at the map, I think Kale is behind. Yeah, so looking at the map, I'm ahead. Kale is behind, but she's gonna scale. Jin is even-ish, kind of behind, but for now we're just scaling. I'm just focused on myself because I'm the one that's ahead, making sure I don't die. In games like this, you don't really want to die doing stupid shit, because that can really hamper your snowball. Push out the wave. Zed is missing, so just ping bots. Another wave, push it, because I don't want to. I push this wave because it's gonna push away from me anyway, and I want to clear it as fast as possible so I can gank bot, because I see they're fighting. I just start running trade bot there. I have a feeling they're gonna stay because look, Janna and both Janna and Rammus are low, so I figured they want to take this 2v3, and they end up wanting to, and that works out in my favor. So I just flank around them. They kill Janna. They kill Rammus. They don't kill Rammus. I'm here. They kill Rammus, and then I get a jump on the Aphelios. Boom. That's another free kill. Again, guys, this is simple. I come back to wave, push out this wave, and then I see fights going on here. So in this lane state, I have two ways of playing this. I can either freeze this and slow push this, or since there's fighting here and I'm ahead, I can also use Diana's wave clear to just farm this ASAP. I don't care about denying this wave. I just want to farm my wave, and that clears. This is now I have tempo again, because he has to catch this wave, and I have tempo to do whatever the hell I want for the next 30 seconds. And I opt to use this tempo to just go bot and translate my lead further by helping my team. Once you get a lead on Diana, guys, it's important to use your wave clear to just sort of push out the wave and roam. You can alternatively use your lead to just freeze if you can, sort of try to kill your opponent further. Either or is fine. This is just what I opted to, since I saw they were fighting bot side here. Since they were all pushed up and fighting bot side here, I wanted to roam, get the kill. And I ping back just so Kale doesn't die here now that I have the kill, and I just go back mid. So you see now that I'm getting the lead and I'm translating it over. I feel like a lot of people can get the leads, but they don't understand the psychology of like translating it over and what they have to do. And so it's important to understand the concept of tempo when you're playing Diana, because this is how, like, using the wave clear and roaming is how you make sure your lead gets spread out over the rest of the team. Pushing this wave in, there's a fight happening again, so I go there. Again, I have tempo because I push out the wave first. He can't touch it, or else I'm going to kill him. So Zed is losing all of this wave just to come help. This is actually so bad for him. Zed should have stayed and gotten this farm. But he's actually, instead of opting to roam, he doesn't get anything, I don't think. I'm just trying to like force pressure. I see Kindred, she hasn't back, she's being greedy. Run in, another kill. Simple as that. And he loses like 4 of these minions. He doesn't get anything. Now he has to go back, and the wave is pushing back into me. So it's all good for me. I could have stayed to help them here, but I wanted to catch this wave again because now it's my turn is over basically, because this wave is coming back into me. My turn is over. Now he has tempo. What I should do is clear this wave and then go back to Grubbies. Right now I see that Rammus doesn't need any help, so I'm just chilling for now. I see Cho'Gath coming in. He's going to contest Rammus, so I want to again push this wave as fast as I can and go help Rammus. I should have honestly pushed this a little bit faster and went to help sooner, but I'm here now. Jump on Cho'Gath. Cho'Gath is kind of fed, but he doesn't do that much damage. I'm wary of him eating me, so I flash this just to make sure I don't get eaten by Cho'Gath and lose all my stacks on my Dark Shield and just like give over a shutdown or something. I thought he had eat. I wasn't too sure, so I just flashed just to be safe. If I had more map awareness, I would have known if he had eat or not, but I'm better safe than sorry, especially when you're snowballing. So here I ping back. I see that this wave coming in is not a cannon, which means I have time to push this wave out and still base. This wave gets cleared pretty easily. I don't want to stay for too long because I know Zed is coming back and she has marked me, so she's going to try to go in, especially since I don't have ult. So I just get what I can and back off. I have Storm Surge in base anyway. I'm not coming back into lane. I catch the wave. Kindred mark is on top side. And they kill Cho'Gath, which is nice. I want to play around the mark again because I know Kindred is going to be going there. See Zed already trying to do it, and he's just good as fuck. He can't do anything here. Storm Surge procs, and he just dies. Because he already used, if you guys see here, he already used his mobility spell, so he doesn't have it. He doesn't have it. So the only way he's going to get out is Flash. If he's not going to use Flash, then he just dies. Simple as that. So go in here. Again, I see another. I could have stayed to hit this turret, right? So after this here, look what I do here. I could have stayed to hit this turret, but I have ult, and when you have ult on Diana, again, when you're fed, you're all about translating your leads over to other lanes. You want to grow a lead, right? That's its own skill. But then after you grow a lead, you want to use that lead to make unfair fights happen on other side lanes. That's how you spread out your money basically and help your teammates get back into the game. So instead of hitting this turret, which would have been selfish and would have been nice, honestly, it wouldn't have been a bad play. I would have gotten a lot of guaranteed gold. I have ult, they're pushing up, so I figured why not. I have Rammus with me, I ping bots, and he's coming with me, so we can just... My objective here is to kill them and then get Dragon, which, again, using my power to influence the map whenever I can. So run in, watch how I play this, wait. I don't immediately pop ults, I just wait for any flashes to be blown. They don't blow any flashes, come back in. Easy. Get the kill. Kindred, it would be suicidal for Kindred to go to Dragon, so I'm hitting charge for now, and then they don't really need me. I have grubs here, so I'm just gonna really get this turret. I think I'll get this turret. Yeah, pretty sure I do. They get Dragon, they don't need me. Kindred, it'll be suicidal for Kindred to contest. I have grubs, I have 2 grubs, and Diana is a good turret taker, so I just take this turret. I don't have to. I could have went, but I don't have to, so I'll just stay bot and take the turret. So now here I could have actually, I was actually thinking about this earlier. So right before I base, Aphelios shows up. Rakan is not with him. I could have honestly went in and tried to kill Aphelios, especially since I have Ignite, and I would have blown flashes or whatever. And Aphelios would be too chunked from my initial burst to like fight back almost. But I only had a split second to make this decision. I was going to, but then ended up canceling on the last. I ended up not going because I didn't want to like play too risky and end up throwing the game. So a quick tip about builds, guys. Storm Surge, obviously first item. Second item can be either Lich Bane or Shadow Flame. Here I was snowballing and they weren't building as much MR, so I just went with the Shadow Flame. You can always build Alternator because Alternator builds into both items, and then choose whichever one. If they have too much MR, you can get Lich Bane. If they don't, you can get you can double dip on the Magic Band. Just go in, just boom. I just run straight bot. I tell Jin to go mid, and I run straight bot. I tried to kill Khan here, but I couldn't. I just went away, so that's fine. Just farm at the wave, and then now base, because I have Shadow Flame in base. So go get that into sweepers. Now I'm trying to flank, so sweepers is very important. I should have forgotten it earlier actually, but sweepers is very important if you want to just look for flanks. Now it's mid game, you don't really need the wards as much to protect you from ganks, so you just switch to sweeper. Now we're looking to deny vision and set up picks and assassinate people, looking to translate our lead further. And I got cloth armor just because of 3 ADs, and I have to build seekers, because seekers no matter what, third item seekers, third item Zanyas no matter what, it's very, very crucial. So go back bot now. For some reason I don't think Zed might be mentally checked out of the game by now. Just goes in, doesn't respect the damage, just gets one shot in his ult. Kill him, push out another wave here. I want to get back to my team and use my ult to influence the game state again, so I want to push out the wave. Here, look, I'm sweeping. So where sweepers come in handy. I'm guaranteeing they don't. I double sweeper here, just so I guarantee they don't see me coming. I'm here, and just go in, pop, pops, second pop. I don't even have to use my ult. They can. I ping for them to get Riptailed. I don't really like Riptail that much. I just want to fight around it, but I don't want to like get it necessarily. I don't think it's that good, so I just go bots here. Here Zed freshly comes out of base, doesn't see me coming. I just kill him again. I mean, this is just. He's just. He doesn't see me, so you can't really blame him for this because he doesn't see me coming. But I mean, yeah. I guess he forces me to use flash, so I guess that's good for him. So this wave, Cho'Gath is back, so I want a base. I have a lot of gold, and I get a Seekers. Seekers is very important, guys. Seekers allows you to, especially since you're going assassin now, it allows you to assassinate people and get away, so you can stay alive to get golden XP after you finish killing them. So here I do something very important. I tell my team I don't want to go bot lane because I don't want to lane against Cho'Gath. I can't kill Cho'Gath because he's a damn tank. It's better for Kayle. Kayle is actually misplaying by going mid here. She should be bot because she's sharing XP with Janna. Solo XP is very important for Kayle. Lane assignments is very important in times like this because you want to put yourself in favorable positions so you can keep farming champions and keep snowballing your lead. If I went bot and started laning against Cho, I can't kill Cho no matter how fed I am, just because the nature of the champion. So I'm actually stopping my own snowball by going bot lane and farming against like a bruiser or a tank. You always want to be mindful of that, especially now that I'm extremely strong. This is like my time to carry the game. This is my time to win before like people get too tanky and there's too many peel items coming in. So I'm really trying to use this window of opportunity I have, and I don't want to waste it farming against a tank. So this is something you guys need to be mindful of. Like, who are you side laning against, especially as an assassin? You don't want to be laning against tanks and boosters that you can't kill and snowball. I saw Felios here, he went back to it, so he's pretty pushed up now. He doesn't have a team, so this is the importance of not laning against Show in the first place. If I was bot laning against Show, like, this opportunity wouldn't have presented itself. I'm only in this position now because I opted not to lane against Show and use my advantage properly. I didn't need to ult here, given how fast he died, but I didn't want to take any chances. Just farming up now. Dragon is coming up soon. I'm just applying some pressure. Cho gets bot turret. Applying some pressure. So here, no one can do anything to me. Cho'Gath is dead. Zed is dead. I want to play around this dragon. Remember, guys, dragon. Any neutral objectives you see all throughout this game, I'm playing around neutral objectives. It's very important. I try to look for a pick here. Since I'm ahead, I want to use this advantage. Clear out vision and look for picks. Felio shows up again. He can't do anything. I'm just too far ahead. Just kill him straight up. This is the importance of, after I get the kill, it's important to, when you're ahead like this on assassins, you want to create pockets of vision, like with this control ward, and play around it. I know for a fact they don't have vision here, so I want to play around the fact that they don't have any vision and look for picks to further translate my lead. I want, again, like, at this point in time, I'm as strong as I'm going to be, so I need to use this window of opportunity as much as I can before I get outskilled. Get the kill on him, translate that into dragon. Dodge the Cho'Gath Q. Try to kill the Rakan. I could have, but then Jenna gets me out. Actually, this is... Rakan is just standing there. This is actually kind of a bait by him. It's actually bad that I even went for this, honestly. If Janna didn't have... Yeah, if Janna wasn't with me, this would have been pretty bad. But Janna was with me, so it's not a problem. Go back in, take the red buff. They don't have vision here. Get the red. So here, I do something very interesting. I want you guys to pay attention. I'm back with this much gold, right? Initially buy Zhonya's, but then I do something very interesting. So I have a rule for myself when I'm snowballing. I'll only buy Magi's if I have stopwatch active, right? Because it's a way to guarantee that I don't lose my stacks on the first engage for whatever reason. So here's a very interesting trick that you can do. Instead of buying Zhonya's here, I can stay on the Seekers, the stopwatch active, and get a Magi's, and then sell my Pink Ward for another Zhonya. So here's the reasoning why. Just let's say a fight happens now, and I go in, and I have to use Seekers, right? I have to use Seekers after engage to stay alive. We clean up or whatever. I get Magi stacks. I can go back immediately to base, buy a Zhonya's, and the active will refresh itself. So I technically have two Zhonya's to play around, basically. So I have more and more guaranteed safety, given the fact that I have two Zhonya's is basically that I can play around using this trick. Just sit on the Seekers, get an engage, pop your Seekers, stay alive, and then immediately go back and buy Zhonya's. Don't transform your Seeker into Zhonya's immediately. Sit on it for a while. This is very important, especially when you have Magi's. Into this fight, there's already a fight happening. I just go in. I'm not hitting. Like, look how I play this. I'm not like. There's a Cho'Gath here. I'm not doing anything to him. I'm just like walking by him, doing absolutely nothing because my target is not Cho'Gath. This is very important for assassins. Is target acquisition. Go in. Everyone else is dead. They're all basing or whatever. So I just ping dragon. There's no way they can contest this. Get the dragon base. Go bot. Clear bot, and then there's a fight happening here. Going on the Rakan. This I misplayed this. I should have E'd. I tried to E, but then Rakan died. So here I was looking to ER on Rakan, but then Jin Force shots hit as I was trying to E him. So he just dies. And I pressed ER, but then my E target went away, so I just R'd just randomly, so I just missed that. But it doesn't seem to matter. Janna exhausted me too late. She dies, but they get the kill. Here the game is pretty much over. Their enemy team is like kind of they're just mentally checked out, so we're just getting inhib. At this point, Kindred is bot lane, she's not playing the game anymore, and yeah, the game is pretty much over. So in this game, guys, we learned the importance of translating leads, how to get leads through freezing on Diana, and then translating it through the use of Wave Clear and Tempo. It's also important to understand the importance of side lane matchups. When you're snowballing, you don't want to be stuck playing against a fucking tank. You want to be using it into other assassins or carries. You want to get the picks off. You want to get ahead and then use neutral objectives to use that advantage, or use tempo to use that advantage, and then make sure you stay ahead of the curve. As an assassin, you have to stay ahead of the curve, or else if you can't kill anybody, you're kind of useless. So it's important to stay ahead of the curve, to use the tricks I showed you in this game to make sure you can climb some elo. Good luck, guys.